I guess, just with a few drops on Saturday, what's sort of the message to the guys to move on from that coming into this week?
Well, I just think we want to just steadily improve. Know that, drops are part of the game, but the one thing that we can't let them do is be detrimental to the success of the team. And so building on that, it's almost like a cornerback where you got to have a short conscience. It's something you can't let it continue to worry you or dwell on you, or you're going to continue to make that mistake. But it's just something that we got to improve on with this group as we steadily move forward.
Is it anything physical that you noticed, or is it really just kind of something mental that was going on with those drops?
I really don't know. I think it was a little bit of just being a little physical. Some of it was distracting, and others it wasn't. So it's just something we'll have to watch tape today and kind of shake it up and understand you got to be very aggressive and strong to the football in order to make catches, regardless of conditions or weather that you're playing in. So.
Is there a difference between if one guy just has one drop where you kind of maybe it's just that one play versus if it keeps happening that you have in terms of I guess the approach that you take as a coach to coaching that receiver?
Not really. Again, I don't want them to dwell on it.
Yeah.
You can make it so that it always happens. It's it's like a batter who's in a slump. If you just keep talking about him striking out, he continues. So we try to remain positive with it and see if we can just correct it and avoid it. So.
I guess just how nice is it for you guys to have James back in the rotation there?
It was really nice, and didn't know how much he would play, and eventually he started feeling a lot better in the game, and just kind of tried to work it with the rotation. We kept him out of it a little bit, but now he'll get his wind back and be ready to go. And just nice to have his leadership and his ability back out there on the field.
I know he's a guy you guys liked a lot in fall camp, but even in addition to that, does it just help having one more guy out there with kind of that experience and some starting talent?
It does. It helps out having those guys that you feel like you can trust and more game experience out there, and just elevating the level of competition, which is what makes us better. So.
I guess when you have kind of a sort of unique quarterback like Josh, or maybe a guy who throws as hard as Josh, are there different challenges as a receiver to the way you have to kind of be ready for his passes? I think John said on his drop, it was just kind of he turned around and it was right there, and he wasn't really expecting it right away.
Yeah, they know it. It's just been we practice with him every day, so you've kind of gotten used to the kind of balls that he throws, and it's something you got to prepare for. And if you're loose at all or lack your concentration or focus, or those things will take place. So you just got to always stay ready is what I tell them, to be prepared, and we try to work it. When they're not looking, hit them with the jugs and stuff like that, so they can get their heads turned around. And it's all about performing in the moment. When you think back on it, you know what you did wrong. So you want to make sure next time you're in that moment, you don't. So.
And does anything really change in practice? Is it more reps on the jug machine, or is it really kind of you guys are already doing that stuff already?
A little bit will change, but I think just elevating their competition, elevating their focus on not being complacent, and staying on task, the full time is something that I'm going to elevate my level, because you're dealing with a couple of guys that are really is a young receiver core that we're working with, and we just continue to get more and more experience the more games we play. So.
And I know Jared did get out there. I think it was either Oregon or Gardner-Webb. I guess is he? Is it just kind of a matter of competition and him, needing to earn those reps out there?
Well, I think for us, it's going to be, I want to get him out there, and it's just how the game goes, And for us, we, didn't have a lot of offensive plays, so it all depends on how games go. There may be a game where he's going to play a lot, and there are just some games that they don't. It's all the flow of the game, trying to get a feel for it. And he's doing a great job and continues to improve. It's nothing that we have against those freshmen. It's just sometimes when games are on the line and it's 7-7, or you want the people with the most experience out on the field.
And I know Austin was getting a whole lot of targets first few games. When you have James back, does that kind of give you guys more flexibility with maybe moving Austin and other spots inside or anything like that with having James out wide?
Yeah, it does. We can move them all around, and the thing about him, CJ and JP, they know all the spots, and some of those freshmen they come in and they know only one spot right now because they're just learning. So, but it does benefit to have James back. We can move guys around.